Wow, would you look at that? Some things in Minecraft are just truly wonderful. Like this beautiful square sun rising over the horizon. Hey everybody, what is going on? I'm back with episode 8 of the Minecraft Let's Play series. Last time we went into this here portal and bad things happened, but we got what we needed. While we were away, in between the episodes, I went mining. I got around 27 diamonds, something like that. And this mine is just incredible. First off, before anything, as you can tell, I have shaders on. I decided it's been a while since I've used the shaders, so I kind of want one, so I went and got myself a shaders. And for you who don't know shaders it's basically makes Minecraft look like this. It makes it look epic, and it also does this. You got a torch in your hand, boom, instant light. Lights up, no light, instant light. It even works underwater, strangely enough. I can't remember if it works with glowstone or not, but we can test it out. For some reason, I didn't get any glowstone when we went to the nether. That can be arranged, but these two tunnels right here go on forever. Like, so far, I have my render distance up. Let's go to it. We have render distance. Oh, never mind. It's supposed to be on 32 extreme, and it won't reach the end. It takes like a solid 2 minutes to run down, or just like sprint down there. It takes a solid 2 minutes. It's a long mine, and that's basically what I did with my time. I'm gonna switch my render distance back down a little bit. We're gonna go like, I don't know, 15 normal plus. But we got the shaders on. Everything looks fantastic with shaders. Uh, it does include, see, look at that glowingness right there. That's so nice. But look at this just coming out. It does include Optifine, which I don't use really. In my point, I just don't understand it. It's kind of annoying. I click it on accident sometimes, but still technically vanilla Minecraft. It hasn't veered away from that. Uh, I guess if you want to consider Optifine a mod, which I'm not gonna use it at all, probably. Uh, so I'm still gonna count it as vanilla. But if you really want to, if you want to get on me and be like, it's not vanilla, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call it French vanilla. That's right, French vanilla Minecraft. So anybody who wants to complain, be like, you're not playing vanilla Minecraft. It's like, well, technically I am. So French vanilla is a form of vanilla. That's what I've always called a little bit of modded Minecraft. I've always called it French vanilla Minecraft. So that's what we're gonna call it. Anyway, we went down to the Nether last time. We got our blaze rods. We only died like 900 times, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Let's turn the sound down. Uh, it's really high. I turned it back up. I wasn't recording. I was playing some Mineplex mini games with my buddy James, Hybrid Cortex, you know. And we added a new guy to the crew. His name's Joey. He's not going to be recording, but he's going to be here for a lot of recordings. He's a really good friend of mine. Go to school together. We're going to be living with each other here shortly for going to school. And he doesn't want to record, but he wants to be included in a lot of the videos. And me and him did a forest video today. Actually, we did 4. I got 1 video uploaded, so I'm looking forward to that. But today, I think what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna build a potions room. And to build the potions room, I'm not yet sure how I want to do it. But one thing's first, before I do anything, I already have a hoe. I made new stuff. I kind of died. Right away when I was doing my mine last time. I died right away. See, okay, I got 25 plus 3, whatever. I'm not doing that math. I'm bad at math. There's a reason I don't do math. But I died right away. I was mining, and there's a nice little. I want to do something with that. Maybe we'll do that next time. But there's a skeleton spawner down there in a dungeon, or a little dungeon. So I think it'd be nice to do something with that. Make another spawner. Or maybe break it, not sure yet. Maybe we can make an EMC farm, or EMC. Yeah, EMC, sorry. XP farm, whatever. We can make one of those off of it, or we can just stride right to making the big cobblestone, good old-fashioned mob spawner in the sky, because that's what I do want to do. So, not completely sure yet. Um, I'm probably gonna take a little bit of time and decide that on my own. Uh, but we'll eventually get to that. I think maybe we could probably do both, because that one only spawns skeletons. And the mob spawner I'm gonna build spawns everything except endermen and spiders, because I don't want spiders. I'm gonna make it not spawn spiders, because spiders are really annoying in my opinion. They just kind of mess everything up. And plus, it doesn't really work in the EMC farm, because of the fact that they can crawl out of where I'm gonna trap the mobs. That's why. Let's see. Hopefully these will grow. So let's get to building this nice little potions room. I'm definitely moving that portal too. I really don't want the portal there. Oh, I did get 2 emeralds. The mine goes so far that, oh, sorry, a little bit of lag, I think. No, I'm gonna turn my render distance down just a little bit more, for recording. The mine goes so far that way. I went into the extreme mountains biome and I only got 2 emeralds because I didn't get them straight because I found a bunch of crevices or underground cave systems. I went through like 4 stacks of torches lighting up all these cave systems, and I did find these 2 emeralds in there, which I had to grab because, you know, emeralds are just fantastic. I mean, the villagers are really not cool about them. They're like, oh, you want 1 piece of beef for like 8 emeralds? You can. So I'm like, no. I don't know. I think I'll use them for other stuff, but I'm not sure quite yet what we're gonna build this potions room out of. Maybe let's get some stone. We still got a ton of dark oak wood, or yeah, dark oak, I think. And I want to get some brick. That's what I really want. I think brick would look really nice. There's some clay around here. I know that. So let's get some clay real quick. Probably not gonna get enough, but how about we'll try to go for a decent amount of clay. Here's some clay. We'll go for a decent amount of clay, and then we can go from that, I guess. Maybe the potions room will be in the ground. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet completely what I want to do with my base. Like, eventually, I think I want to build a giant... Oh, jeez. Drowning. I kind of want to build a perimeter, like an actual base would have. A nice little... whatever you want to call it. Wall, I guess. So that would be... I think that would be nice to include a wall. Just keep mobs out. You can light the whole area up. Nothing will get in and break all of my stuff, because I don't want that to happen. There's already been like 7 creepers in this water I've killed. Probably more than that, actually. Creepers are attracted to this particular little spot for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's because I'm just so damn good looking, and they're just like, hey, we aren't as attractive as that guy, so let's go fucking blow him up. But maybe, I don't know. So we gotta get all this clay, and I think smelt. I don't make bricks that often in survival. I'm gonna be honest. I'd never make bricks. Whenever use bricks, I'm probably in a creative mode building with them. Which, if anybody saw any of my tweets or anything, I do plan on building an epic build, and it's gonna be epic. It's not gonna be an epic build. It's gonna be a motherfucking epic build. It's gonna be so damn awesome. Don't expect it up for a while. It's gonna be so large. I'm gonna be working on it for a long time. I'm doing it all in not survival. That, yeah, if it was in survival, don't expect it ever. But it's gonna be all in creative, and I'm just, because I know some people, they make really cool builds, but they use World Painter. I'm not using World Painter. I'm completely creative guy. I've done some pretty big builds before, but not near as close to what I'm gonna build. I did have another YouTube channel one time. I did do some building on it, but nothing was epic. I wouldn't say, in my opinion, an epic build is defined epic. Epic is defined as greater than the world. So it is going to be huge. There's going to be so much detail into it. I'm going to put a lot of work into it. I'm kind of debating on theme right now. Like, I've thought about doing kind of like a medieval castle type theme, but I've also thought about doing kind of. I'm not gonna go modern theme. I really don't want to do a modern theme because it's it just doesn't sit right for me, I guess. Like, I like modern buildings. I really enjoy making my modern building every now and then, but I'm just not a big fan on building a giant city yet. Like, I'll probably eventually do. I'm this seeing how far or how good this epic build will actually go. That will probably determine the fact of if I'm gonna do another one or if I just have fun and really love my creation of what I built. But from that, we'll see. But the other theme I was thinking of is kind of a not really castle-y theme, but I don't know how to describe it. Like, yeah, I just don't know how to describe it. It's in my head. It's kind of like, I guess you could say Vikings, but like kind of all these cool wooden buildings, but not really any castles. Maybe I'm not sure. I've just been having so many ideas pop into my head. I've been writing them down, and I've been going on creative worlds, and I've been making little buildings of maybe what I would do. It's just in the process of still being thought up exactly what I want to do, so not quite sure yet how it's gonna go. I just hope it truly is an epic. Like, it's gonna be ginormous. That's how epic. Hopefully, I'm not sure how long it will take. I'm gonna go. Like, I'm gonna put a lot of work into it. Uh, I'm gonna try to get at least maybe a few hours of building time a day on it. But first, I have to decide what I'm gonna do on it. So all I know is it's gonna take a long time. And I'm gonna try to do it all by myself. I'm not, because I don't think I want anybody helping on it, because everybody in Minecraft has different building techniques. Everybody has different styles of building. Like, pretty much, see, first let me show you. This torch works underwater, quite amazing. But anyway, everybody has a different building technique. Like, honestly, I don't even, if you look at my house, where is it? Where's it at? Where's the house? Oh gosh, gone forever. Over there. Usually, that's not, I mean, I like that. That's something I just thought up. I was like, I'm gonna make a cool little building. And I made that. Well, it's not, like, cool. It's just a nice little building in my definition. It's an okay building. But I do kind of like it. Usually, I don't go and build something that strange, like just has a giant watchtower on it for some reason. I was just building, and I was like, I'm just gonna think of some ideas. I'm just gonna throw something. I'm just gonna build this little house. And I kind of like it. It was pretty nice. When I build stuff, I don't like to just make it out of one solid color of wood. It's always different colors of wood or stones. I like to, like, this red carpet probably makes the whole house, honestly. Nice little house. Let's start cooking some, we got plenty of this stuff. Let's start cooking some of it. Alright, we got almost 3 stacks. Oh, better take that gold out. I got quite a bit of butter. That's what gold's called, right? Butter. Yeah, got enough butter here. We're gonna be butter and toast for days. Let's get rid of some of this, actually. Oh, we got plenty. I think I want to go get a little bit of more clay real quick, though. Yeah. I'm definitely, I've just been thinking of this whole base, like, what I'm gonna do to it. That's what I do. I start thinking of stuff when I'm laying in bed at night, thinking, like, before I go to sleep, I'm just, like, thinking of all these crazy ideas I got in my head for Minecraft builds. And, like, I've been thinking about my base, and I'm just like, gosh, I want to do so much with it. And then you think, you think a little harder, and like, man, that's gonna take so long, but it's gonna be so worth it to pay out. Like, I don't care how many people view it. I'm just having fun what I'm doing. That's how I see it. I like to make these videos. I like to just comment commentate over videos. I like to have fun. It's all about having fun. Don't take anything too serious in life unless it's like a job. A job's pretty serious. Unless it's a job you hate. Don't have a job you hate. I had a job I absolutely hated, but when you're a high schooler and you have nothing really else to do but work at a shitty place, that's what you do. I worked at this one restaurant it makes some really good food, but like somehow I was being in a restaurant, like no restaurants. I'm gonna be honest. I worked in the restaurant for like 3 years. No restaurant is clean in the back. No restaurant is perfectly clean unless it's like an open kitchen or like honestly, McDonald's restaurants, like fast food restaurants, are probably the cleanest restaurants you'll ever see in the back. They have to keep them clean, or like the franchise will shut down and just collapse. Like little or like just normal restaurants that have one owner or two owner, I forget what they're called. I forget what a restaurant's called when it only has one owner or two owner, but those aren't clean. Like this one restaurant, it was really good food, but it was just nasty. But working there made me contemplate like life. Not really, but like I just sat there and I went, wow, I fucking hate my job. Like I'd show up to work and I washed dishes for the first couple or like the first year, and then I moved over to like prep cook slash pantryman, which pantry's the guy who makes all these salads. We're known for this really good Indian taco, and I was in charge of doing all that, and like I got out of the dish pit. I was doing some fun stuff. I actually but it still sucked. It was still terrible work. Like you still hated it. The kitchen's hot. Especially working where I worked, it was just awful because the like entire like atmosphere was shitty. Like the cooks always had really shitty attitudes, and there's one cook who was just the worst that made everybody want to like punch him in the face, but they wouldn't because he was like technically the head cook, just because he got the most money, even though he wasn't technically the best cook. But uh, after I worked the pantry after the dish pit for like the first year, I went to the pantry, and after the pantry, I stayed there until like this last summer, I think. I switched back to dish pit sometimes during the winter on slow days. Uh, dying of hunger. But I switched back over to pantry, or sorry, dish pit, and like they weren't switching, or no, sorry, I skipped this part. I quit one during the school year because I was like, I'd rather focus on my school. I'd rather focus on graduating, and so I eventually quit because they weren't scheduling me anyway. Like they were like, here, you don't get scheduled. I was like, okay, I haven't been scheduled in 6 or 7 weeks. I'm just gonna assume I got fired for some reason, even though I do a really good job. So I went to work for my uncle, except that was terrible. Like he's a good uncle, it's just terrible work. Like I just didn't want to work for him. It was not good. Uh, but then my work kept calling me. They're like, "Hey, we want you to come back." I was like, "I do not want to wash dishes. I'm not gonna wash dishes anymore." They're like, "Hey, you don't have to wash dishes. You can work the pantry. You'll never have to wash dishes again." I was like, "Okay." And I went back. And the second week I'm back, they scheduled me on the dish pit. I was like, "Why am I on the dish pit?" They're like, "Well, it's just this one time." And it wasn't. It wasn't that one time because after like there's a couple solid months during that summer. Near the end of the summer, they started putting me back in the dish pit because it was getting back to this slow season, which was the winter. And during the winter, I only worked like 2 days a week on weekends because I had school. And so eventually, I went back. Or sorry, I'm getting a little confused doing all this Minecraft stuff with it. But I Shoot, where was I? Alright, yeah, they started scheduling me 2 days a week, and they started putting me more back in the dish pit. And I was like, whatever, I could use some money. I just need a little money. I was getting paid like $50 a week. 'Cause I was only working 1 day a week eventually. And I guess I was not mad about it, but I was kind of mad about it at the same time, if that makes any sense. And eventually, it just got so, I'm gonna say it got so fucked that like there was never a dishwasher scheduled for some reason because they just stopped scheduling people. And then they finally fixed that. they finally started scheduling me and my friend Joey, who all actually worked there with me. Uh, we started working. He worked Saturdays and I worked Sundays, which was a good system until like one day like this place is like so shitty. They're like, oh, we're gonna have the dishwasher stop working and not fix it. Like Saturday, I wasn't working. My buddy Joey's working, and the dishwasher quit working, and they were just like, we're not going to shut down everything. Okay, I'm not just going to say the dishwasher quit working because that'd be lying. Everything quit working that had to deal with plumbing. Everything. Like, everything was flooding except, like, the eating area. I guess the dining room and the front room weren't flooding. The back room and the kitchen and the dish pit were all flooding. And the owner was like, no, we're not going to shut down. And they made him hand wash everything, which I've hand washed stuff before, but not when everything was flooding. And so they couldn't get any of the dishes done. So I went in the next day and there was literally a mountain of dishes. Like if I come out here real quick and I turn around and you see all these mountains behind me, those look like little anthills compared to the amount of dishes that there was. Like I almost killed somebody that day. Not really, but I came close to just going, okay, I can't deal with this. Nobody for minimum wage should have to deal with this. This is bullshit. And so I was about to quit, and then they were like, hey, don't worry, this other dishwasher's coming in, because there's a third dishwasher now. That's how they kind of solved everything. And they're like, he's coming in, and he's gonna actually help you. And I was like, okay, he better. And he shows up, and we actually got it done. But then they started doing the same thing again. They stopped scheduling me for a long time. And so I decided I was gonna quit. Except I really never told my boss, and it's been about like a long time since I've decided I was gonna quit, and he still has not contacted me. I went and get my paycheck, and I was like, I need to talk to my boss and tell him I'm quitting. Like everybody knows I'm quitting except him, and it's been okay, not quitting, but this has been a long time now. Like I don't know, 3 months maybe. But I guess yeah, Joey still works there because he kind of has to. He needs a job. Well, he doesn't need one, but uh, I don't know. It's complicated. Anyway, that's my long story of uh, don't sweat anything. Like just don't get the best out of things. Like don't take things too serious unless you have a shitty job like I had. Uh, that's pretty much all I gotta say on that shitty job. It just oh man, this is why I've decided to go to college. I'm gonna be a welder. Uh, kind of a strange mix. A guy who's welding and absolutely loves to play video games and just loves to make videos for all his whopping viewers that he gets on YouTube. But like I said, don't take anything too serious. It's all right. Everything's gonna be okay. Just have fun. I guess I should make some more furnaces here. Actually, I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna be a welder. Welders tend to make quite a lot of money. Uh, oh shoot, I am bad. I have a teacher in high school who said he had a son-in-law who went up to be a welder in North Dakota, I think, and he worked for like 5 years, and he retired because he had so much money that he could retire. And that's what I want to do. Except I probably would never retire after a few years, like, because welders make like well over, I don't even know, like they make well over six figures a year. That's how much welders make. But he made so much money doing what he was doing, that he got to retire really early, and he ended up make like yeah, worked for the 5 years or whatever, and he made so much money to retire. He's like 35 or something now. So he's living pretty good. And I wouldn't want to retire really that early, I don't think, cuz there you can make even more money, and once you get more money, you can eventually, like right now I'd be having a really super nice computer, like playing all my games, just quitting my job, doing nothing but this. This would be awesome. Even though, like, nobody watches. Well, just starting. It's a new channel. But while we're waiting for these bricks to smelt, I don't think we're actually going to get to building it this time, but because I really wanted to use bricks, and we got super sidetracked. I started talking about don't sweat stuff, just don't take anything too serious, but it's alright. We're definitely going to be building the potions room next time. Uh, I'm trying to not to get these videos too long. I'm trying to keep them kind of short. My first forest video, I put up on YouTube, but it eventually, I watched it. For some reason, it was only in like 320p viewing, or HD or whatever, the 320, and I was like, this is not gonna work. And my buddy Hybrid Cortex James, he's like, oh, just give it a while, that's YouTube. And then I was like, oh, it rendered in this too, so it rendered really bad. And he was confused about it too. I was like, yeah. And so I went in and I re-rendered it, and I'm uploading it to YouTube again, and it, whoa, oh, sorry, this water tripped me out. And I'm re-rendering it, and after it got done rendering, it was in full 1080p. I think 1080p. Maybe it was in 720. But I found out that the reason that is because uh, my intro for all my videos that I use is it's not the best intro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, whoever sees it goes, "Oh, that's kind of a shitty intro. Like, it's really loud. The sound's fucked on it." But that's alright. I'm not too big of a deal. I'm gonna get a new intro later anyway, and actually decide, like, I'm gonna put it together. My or James kind of helped me put that one together because I'm not really big on editing really. Like, there's this one intro I made for like a high school project a couple years ago. That is really epic, and I'm probably gonna use it if I ever do a really long video series. Like, not like video, but like I kind of want to make a short movie for something. I'll use it on that definitely because it's really awesome. I used After Effects. I probably spent 4 hours doing this. Uh, but anyway, that forest video ended up being like 30 minutes long, and I was like, oh jeez, because me and Joey are doing the forest, and it ended up just being mucho long, too mucho long. So I'm trying to keep these videos short. So we're probably gonna end it here on episode 8. We didn't get anything done. We just got some clay, but I gave y'all some life advice from somebody who has not lived that long, somebody who's still a teenager technically in the eyes of the law, even though you're 18 or 19 or even 20, you're technically still a teenager. Even if you're 20, you're still technically a teenager because me, James, and Joey, we all went to the X Games this summer, and we're all over 18, or we're all 18, and well, hybrid Cortex James is 20. He's a lot older than me, or not a lot older. He's a couple years older than me, or a year and a half. But we were just gonna go down there by ourselves, but it turns out every hotel in Austin, Texas says you have to be 21 to rent. Some of them, okay, some of them aren't even 21. Some of them are weird ages, like 22 or 23, which is kind of strange, but I'm not complaining about it. So my dad came. My dad's a pretty cool guy. He was just like, hey, act like I'm not here, and like he was literally like one of us that weekend, like fucked around all weekend. It was fun. It was a fun little trip to Austin, Texas. I'd recommend going to the X Games. It's a fun thing to see. But yeah, I guess yeah, still being 18, you kind of can't do much either. Like this winter, I threw a huge Christmas party in my or up at this cabin I rented up in near where I live, and it was like $850 for 2 nights in this really big cabin, and we rented it, and for some reason you had to be 24 to rent it, and so my dad rented it for me, no big deal, because I got all my money together, or me and some friends got money together, and I really just got that achievement. I'm pretty sure I made bread, but uh, we we got money, rented the cabin, and the lady heard, like, cause there's like 20 kids from my class coming. We're all seniors, and it was honestly not gonna be an alcohol party. Like, I don't drink often, like hardly ever. It's just gonna be an honest like Christmas party, like fun little get together, have some fun, talk. And this lady's like, it's gonna be a big alcohol party. You're not coming to wreck my cabin. And like I had to argue with her, and this bitch was dumb. Like I'm saying that she was a bitch. She was dumb. And so finally, my dad, she's like, in the rental agreement, it says that the renter has to be here. There cannot be any more than the maximum occupancy, because the maximum occupancy was actually like 10 people, and I invited like 24ish, and all 24 people, or like 22 people, not all of them, ended up staying the night anyway, because it was like a big fuck you to this lady. My friend, who's also I'm gonna be living with in college, was at this party. You probably will never know who he is. Uh, he was like, yeah, I was at this same exact cabin, because there's like 20 cabins up there. He's like, the same exact cabin. I was here for a wedding reception, and there was like 30 to 40 people in this one cabin. And in the little guest book, it's like, it even says in a couple different situations, like, yeah, we nice cozy home for 13 people, and we told her that, and we're like, we're gonna fucking sue you, and she just was like, whatever, it's our policy. And so she was like, I'm gonna check in on you, and we're like, okay. She never did, but which was good because we had like 25 people in the house. So I guess that's good. So anyway, stop talking about all these stories right now. Next time we come back, I'm gonna start building on the potions room, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for listening to me go on about stuff, and I hope you enjoyed. A like would be much appreciated. If you subscribe to my channel, that'd be really awesome. Just help me out. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next time. Signing off, Colton. Have a good day.